Hello, ARC family. Welcome to the ARC Journey. We're here today with Pastor Chris Ranker at the Mount Pleasant Church. Chris is just recently one of our credentialed pastors, and I think I think we'll be seeking ordination soon. Is that
That's
right?
correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, and there's also she is our only Oxford graduate in our stable of pastors. So she's been across the pond, graduated from Oxford University with what was your degree there?
It's a bachelor's degree in theology.
Wow, that's impressive. Impressive.
It was fun.
There there are Chris is on fire for Jesus, and that is just so apparent. And there's so many things that she is doing to reach out. I know when I first met Chris, Morgan introduced me to her. I think. No, or you called me. I don't remember
I
what.
called you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
called you, and then you introduced me to your daughter.
Got it. Okay. I knew that she was tied in there somewhere. But anyhow, you had such a passion for wanting to reach out into the community, and I think that is one of the incredible things that is happening through your efforts at Mount Pleasant is leaving the walls in the community. And it seems that one of your efforts is producing strong dividends, I think. Not that many of them aren't, but I think this one in particular is something that we need to share. So I think it is a great discipleship initiative, and it is outside the walls of the church, reaching out into the community. And so I want to turn it over to you if you would talk to us a little bit about LifeWise.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, again, my name is Chris Ranker. I am the Family Ministries Director at Mount Pleasant Church of God. I've been here for about a year. And I'm also so part of that has to do with outreach. So family ministries and outreach. So yes, LifeWise Academy is a program that happens. It's biblical instruction, real-time biblical instruction during school time. So, and I know a lot of people get a little concerned about that sometimes, but it's a wonderful initiative. And basically, what LifeWise does is they come alongside the schools. We partner with the schools, and they allow us to work with the kids based on three criteria. And the first one is that it cannot happen on site. They have to have parent permission, and it's privately funded. So there's no crossover with the separation of church and state type thing. So if you can't get any more separate than taking a child out of school and taking them to a location to teach and then take them back. So yes, so the Mount Pleasant program launched in October, and we have 19 fourth graders. And then in November, the junior high launched, and we have six seventh graders and one eighth grader. So it's a little fledgling right now. But again, the whole program itself is based on biblical instruction, and we teach the kids Bible like characteristic traits like respect, love, gratitude, things like that to help tie them into to their everyday lives. Most of the focus, though, and the reason why LifeWise came about was because there's been seen a lot over the last couple years, or not longer, children suffering from depression, anxiety, fear, hopelessness, stuff like that, which in turn schools are seeing kids are not coming to school, the attendance is low, a lot of in school, out of school suspension, things like that. So this program helps the children. It helps them with the scripture wise and just pretty much gives them tools that they can use for life. So in any whatever situation they're in. So that's what LifeWise basically is.
That's incredible. And how difficult is it to begin something like that? To begin something like this?
Well, so the challenge always is resources, and the majority of the resources are people, and it's getting the information out there. It I don't want to say it was difficult so much as it was just kind of nerve-wracking because you have to reach out to to the school. They have to be receptive to that. Now they can't stop it because legally there's a legal right based on a Supreme Court ruling in 1952 that public school children are allowed to have up to 35 hours of biblical instruction during the school year, which equals out to about 1 hour a week. So, and that's in the PA law as well. So they really can't stop it. They could just make it complicated. But thankfully, the school district I've been dealing with, they were fine with it. And they're used to the real time, out of school time instruction type stuff. So I think that was the nerve-wracking part. And now the complicated part, or the challenging part, is, again, getting the information out there, having people volunteer, the funding, the busing, the just all that kind of stuff, bringing it all together. So, but it's so far it's going.
Yeah,
So
right.
thank God for the provision, but yes, it's going.
So the curriculum is already been approved by many school districts, right?
That's right. It's based on, actually, in some pastors or people might be familiar with, it's called the Gospel Truth. So it's a program, a curriculum that's been around for years. So they just LifeWise teamed with the Gospel Truth because they like their program, and that's what they've been doing. So yes, it's been approved. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not like you have to come up with all that because that would have to be approved by the school district and you could get into all kinds of issues. But this is so it is tagging in with this program, and you've been able to do that. So we could say that if someone wanted to pursue something like this, you could connect to the links below because the website for LifeWise is below, right below. So if you click on that today, you can see or you can tap into the resources that are available there. But Chris then could also be a resource to navigate.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and you would would someone who's interested uh, uh, like another pastor or a parishioner or someone in their church, would they be able to come to observe what you're doing?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
I'm
know
the
what the
program.
legal stuff is.
Yeah, well, I'm the program director, so I have to get permission for people to come in. But we do invite, we're actually hoping to do it's called I think it's called a 101. And that's where it's kind of an event that we can invite parents or pastors or whoever that might be interested in that type of program in to do that, to view it, to see it.
Yeah.
So, and I do want to mention, you kind of touched briefly on it. This program is kind of like I'm not sure if I like the word sometimes, but I do. It's called a plug and play.
Yeah.
So LifeWise has taken pretty much a lot of it out, the challenges out. So you're just kind of following along something that the footprint they've already set down that's been so successful so far since 2019. So that's what's wonderful about the program.
Yeah, that's terrific. Well, is there anything else you want to add to this?
The only thing I ask is please pray for the program, pray for the expansion, pray for school districts that are or pastors that might, make sure you walk alongside of them. But again, just, and if there's any questions, they are more than welcome to email me or phone me. I've already helped with 2 other school districts at this point. I have no problem with that at all. So I
Oh,
just want
that's
to see it
awesome.
expand and get
Yeah.
that out there. Yeah,
Thank you. So I think this is a great opportunity to not only do something with your kids in school. I remember the day when I was a youth pastor. Now that was years ago. But when I was a youth pastor, I used to do lunches in the schools. And I used to go in and sit with kids, sit with our kids, sit with kids, and we would just talk about how life is going and what's happening. And inevitably we talked about Jesus around the tables. And that opportunity, I can't, that ended during when I was pastoring. So this
yeah,
is a great opportunity to reconnect with the school because there are people in the school who want to connect and who want to
correct.
see something like this happen. And this is a great
Yep,
opportunity. So not only to connect with our students who are in school, but with also with the community, and then also with the school administration, because you're involved with administration and everything, right? Through all of this.
absolutely. Yeah, the principal, the this super assistant superintendent. Yeah, and I think that's what I really again appreciate about it is that you're walking alongside of the school. And they know that. They don't do anything. All they do is give us permission and we pretty much set up everything else. And I think they like that because they have enough to do with their day than having one more thing to put on their plate. So it's a great way to build those relationships with teachers in the school district. Yes.
Yeah, and I could see what would happen in the future then is earning the trust that you are a partner with them, then would could open more doors to helping meet some of their needs.
Correct, correct. And we know that it's all relationship building. It
Yep.
has to be relationship building. And it's, I'm not in this for me. It's not, it's for the kids and it's to help in any way we can. And we know that this is, this biblical instruction is so important for kids and it's too far out for them. And we need to bring it closer so that it'll give them, even the kids, just give them a little bit of peace of mind too. There's just so many of them out there struggling with so many things and they're too young for that. That shouldn't be, not right now. No. So I
Ah,
agree.
appreciate it. Well, that's Chris Ranker. That's LifeWise Academy and what's happening at Mount Pleasant and can happen in your neck of the woods. So I just want to say until next week, keep shining.